Good evening, everybody, and welcome to episode 40. I've been counting them. I counted them and I grouped them all, and this is episode 40 of In After Dark. Congratulations, confetti, parade. So, yeah, episode 40 of In After Dark. Thank you guys so much for being here, for watching. I see Tiffany. Hi, Tiffany. Nice to see you. So, here's the topic for the evening, which is about Facebook Lives. The reason I wanted to come and tell you about this is because I've heard this a lot in the past week, and it's that people actually feel sick to their stomach at just the thought of going live, of doing this, of going live. Like they're sick to their stomach. And I'm like, why? Right? Like, so obviously, you guys know that I do Facebook Lives all the freaking time, right? Like, this is just what I do. So I thought that I would come here and talk to all of you who kind of feel that way, who've never done a live, who are looking at the stuff that I do and like studying it. I used to study, like I still study, my mentors, like everywhere. Like I study how they run business. So if you're studying what I do, you're probably thinking to yourself like, okay, maybe the only way that I can get to know my people or they can get to know me is if I do Facebook Lives, but I really don't want to do them. Oh my God, panic attack, anxiety, and then just like drop. So I thought I would come and just kind of like talk a little bit about growing your audience and whether you actually need Facebook Live or not. So here's the deal with that. Do you need to be doing Facebook Lives? Before I answer that question, it just occurred to me, this may be the first episode that you've seen of In After Dark. In that case, let me just like stop for like 30 seconds and welcome you and say, hi, I'm happy that you're here. My name is Enoch. I am a salary replacement strategist. And what that means is that I help people who work full-time start a business on the side, replace their salary with their side income, and then be able to quit their job if they so choose in favor of doing something that they really love, that they're passionate about, and that gives them a little bit more freedom of time and choice. People talk about freedom of like financial freedom, but to me, every time that I think of financial freedom, I just think of money in the bank. Money's doing nothing in the bank for you. But if you had money so that you could have freedom of time to do whatever you want when you want it, freedom of time and choice, that's really where the beef is, right? So that's where where's the meat? Like there's the meat, right? So that's what I teach people how to do. Replace your salary first. Don't quit your job. You guys, please don't quit your jobs. Replace your salary first, right? And then if you so want to, you can stop doing your job so you can wake up whenever you want and you can spend the day like I did, right? Like actually today is Thursday, so it's one of my busy days. But there's a lot of yawning on In After Dark because it's late. It is 10:30 at night. So like today, I had a little break between meetings, so I just decided to relax. I got myself a yogurt, granola, and I turned on my favorite TV show, Frasier, which I have seen the entire way through, all 11 seasons, multiple times. I love that show. It's so witty, so funny. And that's what I did for like a half an hour, just like relax, right? And then after the day was over, my day was done at 4. I got my stuff. I picked up my 2 sons and I took them to the park where the Cub Scouts were having this family gathering event. So I watched my kids run around for a couple hours. I just became very thankful that I've been able to do this, that I've been able to quit my job, to make money doing something that I love. I love being here with you guys, even though it's 10:30 at night and I should probably be sleeping. I thought I'm just gonna go live. I'm good. This is something that I want to do. And this is my message for the world, right? My message for the world is find out what your options are. Don't stay at your job in the same routine with the same people, having the same aggravations every day and dreading going into work every day and wondering when your life is finally going to begin. Find out what your choices are, right? So that's what I talk about in this group is ways for you to make money that have nothing to do with working for somebody else, ways to make money where you can be the boss, where you can say, I'm going to do this today. I just spent, guys, the first 3 days of my week pretty much like in the DL, right? Like down low. I just wanted to write. I just wanted to respond to some reporter requests. I just wanted to get some writing done this week. And the first 3 days of my week, that's exactly what I did. Excuse me again. And tomorrow is Friday, and my son has what's called field day at school, which means that, the kids go outside and they play water games, and, it's like a big way to kick off the summer. And I'm going to be able to be there. I even volunteered to pick up the stuff after all the kids, are done playing and stuff. So that's going to be my day tomorrow. I have a client meeting, and then I have field day the rest of the day. And it feels great. And that's what I want for everybody out there. So that's why I'm here. That's why I'm here talking about Facebook Lives. So yeah, I wanted to see if this was interesting to anyone. Because I know that as you're thinking of starting the business and getting online and do all that stuff, you're wondering, what are the ways that I'm going to be putting myself out there? And is Facebook Live a logical way for me to do this, or a good way for me to do this, even if I'm an introvert, even if I don't like being on camera, so I'm going to tell you the nitty gritty of it. And that is that currently in this fast-paced world, video is a really good way for people to get to know other people, right? This is kind of the best thing after meeting somebody face-to-face, is to be able to see them talk to you and to see their personality shine through, right? Think about the fact that you're watching this video right now. Right? Do you often watch in After Dark? Do you often watch when I go live? Are these things useful to you? Ask yourself why. Because I post quite a bit too, right? I just write my little long posts and I send emails. And there are times that you'll see that, but you don't read those all the way through. Or that you see that I wrote an email and you just archive it, right? You're like, okay, I don't want to read this today. I just want to get it off my inbox, right? But you are here watching this. Why? What is it about video that makes this an appealing way to listen to this message? That's how your people are going to want to interact with you, right? If you just limit your interactions to blog posts, emails, and just written posts, maybe some pictures, what are the chances people are really going to get to know you like you're their friend, right? Really get to know you and want to hang out with you. What are the chances of that happening? So you must understand the value of video, at least, right? So let's start there. Value of video. Before I answer the question, do you absolutely have to do this, right? You understand the value of video. You could pre-record a video and it might be the same effect, right? The downside of pre-recording the video is that, downside of pre-recording the video is that you don't get this kind of interaction with people, right? You don't get to see what they're writing. You don't get to ask them questions. You don't actually get to spark a conversation with them when you pre-record it. Also, when you pre-record it, you're telling people, hey, I recorded this and you can watch it anytime you want, right? As opposed to a live, which is a little bit more time sensitive. You see somebody go live and it makes you feel like, oh, I don't want to miss out. I want to watch it right now, right? So even if you watch the replays of my lives, there's a certain urgency to the fact that I recorded it today, rather than, I recorded it 2 weeks ago and I want you to watch it today. That gives you kind of the thought of well, if you didn't feel the need to send it to me for 2 weeks, I don't really feel an urgency to watch it now. I can just wait another 2 weeks and watch it then. So pre-recorded video has its drawbacks, right? And this instant video is kind of instant gratification. Do you absolutely have to do them to build an audience? You guys, there's very few things in the world that you absolutely have to do. You don't have to do shit. You don't have to do stuff. You don't have to do anything, okay? So if you don't want to be on video, don't be on video. But if you understand the value of video, you just have to understand what the drawback of it is, right? So maybe to counteract the fact that you don't want to be live on video, maybe you want to get on more phone calls with people. Maybe you want to actually invite them to get to know you better, right? And to have a conversation. Maybe you want to do something like that, right? But there's gotta be a way for people to see your personality shine through. So do you absolutely have to do it? You don't absolutely have to do anything, right? What is your goal? Do you want people to get to know you, or do you just want to put out content? Sometimes, or most times, people are not just following somebody because of their great content. People are following people because they like them. You know what I mean? Because they like them, because they trust them, they want to hang out with them. So that's the value of going on Facebook Lives. So how do you get over this little hurdle of you wanting to hurl, right? Whenever you think about doing a Facebook Live, very easy. Practice. One of the tips that I give my clients all the time is to create a Facebook group, like a secret Facebook group, so that it's not searchable, where you're the only person in the group. And you can just go live to zero audience and just practice, just demystify it for yourself. See what it's like. Just turn on go live and just to sit there and be like, okay, now we're going to talk, right? So that's just one quick trick. But I've been getting people asking me for advice on Facebook Lives, right? Because I do them all the time, because they look appealing, because people are following them, because people are watching them. I get people asking me, so like, what is the right way to do a live? How much should I prepare for it? Should I prepare for it? What do people really want to hear? What should the structure of a Facebook Live be? Because there is a structure, guys. Like, there is a way to do this right? To get like the actual return on your time investment of doing this, right? What should you do when people pop on live? Like, when is the right time to read the questions? Should you be reading the questions? Should be answering them after? What should the aesthetics of it be? Right? Like, what should the live look like? They want me to audit their lives, right? Like, am I doing anything wrong? Do you have any suggestions? So I thought, if this is a topic that people really want to hear about, I can totally record a training session for like 30 minutes, like to tell you everything you need to know about doing a Facebook Live in a way that is worth your time. But I was wondering, obviously it would not be free, because it's taking up my time, and I would like to put out content that you feel like it's valuable enough for you to say like, yes, this is something that I would invest in, because that's really the best kind of content, the kind of content that you put your money down to say like, yes, this is valuable to me, so you can actually watch it. Do you guys have any idea how many freebies I have hoarded over the years, right? A freebie does nothing for you when you just download it, right? But when you pay for something, it makes you watch it, and the transformation actually happens. So it obviously would not be free. It probably would not be extremely expensive, but it would be worth something. So I'm wondering if this is something you guys want me to create. So this is kind of like me doing like my little mini market research. If you want to know more about how to do lives the right way, in a way that actually gets you your goal, right? So that you're not just wasting your time and wasting your sweat in, your Facebook Lives. You actually want to learn how to do them the right way. If so, can you please leave me a comment and tell me you would be interested in that kind of mini training? Would you? Let me know. So put it in the comments. I'd love to know if that's a thing, and see if I should go ahead and create it. All right. So that's basically what I had for you today. And yeah, I look forward to your, hi Marco, I look forward to your feedback here. Want to learn more about Facebook Lives and how to do them right or not? Another thing that I would include in that video for sure is the equipment. What equipment you should be using for your Facebook Live in order to make it easy for you to go live, right? Like, I've heard of people saying, that it's so cumbersome to just set the whole thing up and to put the makeup on, and they're like, it's so cumbersome, and you just end up just like not doing them. I end up doing them all the time, right? So I'm going to show you what the actual technical setup is. I'll tell you which exact products I actually use, so you can make sure you're using the best stuff. Yeah, so if you want to hear more about that, drop it in the comments. Tell me, yes, Ina, please record it, and I would be interested in that. Tell me. All right, guys, I think that's it. I am gonna go and take a shower, maybe watch an episode of Frasier while I doze off. All right, so have a wonderful night, and I will see you soon. Bye, everybody. Yay, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, make sure to click subscribe right here. And if you're a podcast listener, go and search for Trailblazing Out of Corporate Life, and you'll get me through your ears. All right, guys, have a great one, and don't forget, right here,
subscribe.